Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Relive Saturday morning training. My name is Robert Laird, and I'm down here in Garden Grove, California on a cloudy and cool morning. We were supposed to have my wife with me, but she is being an awesome aunt right now with a 4-year-old that's very anxious about moving to Texas tomorrow from Portland, Oregon. So you are stuck with me. But Relive came into our lives about 12 years ago. In fact, I was looking it up in some of my old blogs and stuff, and I was like, it was 12 months and 12 years ago and 1 month ago that Relive came into our lives, and it never has changed. Like, it's completely changed our lives since then, and we just never realized how much of a difference it would make for us. I saw my parents get some fantastic health results and really thought, wow, if it did this for them, imagine what it would do for everybody else. And I really saw a business opportunity 12 years ago. So I came in at that top profit level, master affiliate. Didn't really know what I was getting into, but I liked the idea that there was help and there was a system and there was support. And I went to Disneyland the next day, was excited about the results my dad in particular got, and walked away with a $50 profit the first day in the business. And that opened my eyes to what the possibilities of this business could do. And we've continued to get paid every month since then. We've earned bonuses since then, which I've never gotten anywhere else in my professional career. And we've also earned a couple of trips, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can earn one too. We'll talk a little bit about that later. But Relive has really been a game changer in our lives. It's given us the possibilities to do what we want to do, to live where we want to live. And in our lives in particular, it's given us financial flexibility to just be able to do a lot of things that our friends just haven't been able to do, unfortunately. And so we love to share it, and we love what it's done for us from a health standpoint as well. I'm in my mid-30s now, and I'm healthier than I was in my 20s. And I was always the sick kid growing up, and now most of the people that I am around today have never seen me sick. And that's just a fantastic place to be, and to know that we are growing better with age, and that's been a really fun thing. So Relive International, this is a fantastic company that has a 32-year track record that's in the nutritional food science industry. This is a company that's leading the way to the wellness market, and it's set to exceed $1 trillion this year. We have fantastic products with the highest possible levels of efficacy and bioavailability. They're patented and they're backed by science. We are the only epigenetic nutrition company, which I think is awesome. And if you want to know more about that, ask the person that got you on this call, and they can go through that with you, because it's very cool. And we're a company that's bringing experience and innovation to the explosive CBD market. This thing is absolutely ridiculous, and I keep seeing my mind blown as we get faster and faster results. And CBD came along, and watching Roger Broberg's foot that opening night just blows my mind, and you have to ask him if you'd like to know what happened with that. But we have quality products with guaranteed results, and that's a fantastic thing. And it's all built around core nutrition. We want to get you the baseline of what your body needs to thrive. We know at Relive that our products are really good food. We don't have to make any health claims because of that. We don't make any health claims or cures for that. But we do know that when your body gets really good nutrition, it does really good things. So we start with core nutrition there in the middle, and then you can build on top of that with specific focal points that you want your body to be able to focus on, to build maybe weight loss. That's been something I've been working on during quarantine, and I'm down about 13 pounds now. And I love it because a lot of my friends are like, oh, I've got the, what do they call it? The COVID-19, that they've added 19 pounds or something. And I'm like, oh, I have the COVID negative 13. And they don't think it's funny, but that's okay. And there's so many different things, whether it's energy, performance, blood sugar, anti-aging, women's health, joint health, heart health, gene health, or digestive health, that you can really help your body thrive as you add those specific products. Here's a look at our entire product line. I love the new labels. These are made for people to be able to find their results and look at the can and be like, oh, this is easy. I know that I want help with weight loss, or I want help with digestive health. And it gives you a few little tidbits about what the product does and how it can help you. And let me hit mute real quick. Okay, and hopefully you can still hear me. Looks like it. And these products are all there because they work. You can't have a company that's been around 32 years with these few of products if they didn't work. And if you'd like to go through each and every one of those, please ask the person that got you on this call, and they can connect you with the products that most interest you and could most benefit you. And for each person, that's different. Like my parents started on much different quarantine 15, huh? There we go. Thank you, Christina. But my parents take many different products than I take. And I keep things pretty basic. And I take now Fiber Store, Energize, and then the Fit 3 products. And other people take other stuff. And I like Lunar Checks too. We also have the RLV hemp extracts, which have been a game changer for us. I know with my friends and family, this has been something that people are just ridiculously excited about. Our products are third-party tested and verified. They're organically grown in the United States. They're non-GMO, gluten-free. They're multi-step tested to ensure purity and efficacy, and they're eco-friendly. They're also ridiculously competitive from a financial standpoint. I challenge you, if you want to know how good of a deal these products are, go down, there's a place right next to my Starbucks where they sell hemp products, and it absolutely baffles me because you walk in and the label looks really grungy and brown and I don't want to say it's dirty, but it just doesn't look. I don't feel comfortable picking it up. I will say that, and it kind of looks like somebody had fun with PowerPoint or something. I don't know, but the products are ridiculously expensive in this. It's almost like a Quick Mart, and so I'd say do some research and see what we've got compared to what other people have, and then look at the science. And it's just so awesome, all that's going in to make sure that our products are not only effective, but they're safe. The company that we've partnered with, as they're working with these products, they want to make sure that everything that comes out of that plant is safe for their kids. And when I heard Steve Reed say that, I love that that's something that's important to them, because it really is important to be safe for the whole family as we're moving forward. We are a company that's all about science. We do have 10 plus product patents issued in the United States. We are all about clinically proven formulas, and we're pioneers in the field of nutritional epigenetics. That's really thanks to Dr. Alfredo Galvez. And he's our chief scientific officer. And we are currently working on a product that will disrupt the hemp CBD market like no other. And hopefully we will be hearing about that soon, maybe at the virtual conference later this summer. But we are a leader in product quality in the current quality-starved CBD market. If you do your research on this, it's amazing the variations on quality for the CBD market, and that's what I really appreciate about Relive, is that they're keeping us safe and they're keeping us on the forefront. So we have tools that set us up for success every month, and these start with when you log into the Relive website, and there you can watch the Engage video every month so that you can know what's going on with Relive's current promotions and what leadership is thinking, and you get also really nicely validated by Tom Pinnock, who's our president of sales and marketing. And so every month I try to make sure, well, it's pretty much almost every day, but we go on the website and we see what Relive has to offer us. This month we've got the top 3 bonus, so you could get $3,000, $2,000, or $1,000 in bonuses as you build your new volume, if you were one of the top 3 in the company. If you want to bump that an extra 1,000, your volume needs to exceed 15,000 PGPV in a month, and then that will actually go up 1,000. I love that Relive is doing this on top of a trip promotion right now. You can also get a bonus, and that's a really cool thing. And if you're struggling during this time, because we're seeing unemployment numbers like we haven't seen in almost, I guess, almost 100 years. This is a way to supplement it. You know, you work really hard, you get a bonus, and you put that in the bank, or you're paying off the bills that are harder to pay. And bonuses can be a good way to start building a business quickly. And we have people on this call that have gotten these bonuses and done them quickly. We also have a deal where you can save 20% on free shipping right now for current and preferred customers. for minimum orders of $100. And you can also put yourself on auto ship with that for a 20% product discount. This is a great way to get started. People are looking for discounts if they're anything like me. And I love the idea of getting a 20% product discount plus free shipping. And I'm hoping you can't hear our dogs. Then you can also get free shipping for other ways as well. You can get free ground shipping on your first orders of any Relive product for customers, preferred customers. This excludes auto ship orders, but you do need to have that minimum product purchase of $100. Also, you can get free ground shipping or quick start on quick start or master affiliate orders. I love this. This is a fantastic savings, especially as you're getting more and more product that's coming to your home. And so when you place an order of 500 more that qualifies as a quick start, you're going to get that free ground shipping. We just did that a week or so ago with one of our new quick starts. And then the same with a qualifying master affiliate order. That's saving a lot on free ground shipping as well. And so this is a fantastic promotion that Relive is giving us to help us make it that much easier to get started in the business and put that much more money in our pockets. Then the new distributor kit's $20. I love that it's $20 to get started in Relive. It used to be, I think when I started, it was like $49, and now it's quicker, it's faster, it's cheaper, and so we can build our business that much easier with a $20 distributor kit. And it's digital, and the website's fantastic. Like, I love everything that we can do on it now, and partner that with the app, and you are good to go. Then we got the promo 1, 2, 3. You sign up 3 quick start people and you get a $250 bonus. We were able to get that last month. Then move ahead with part 2, which is help one of your new quick starts to get up to master affiliate. And then you also get a $250 bonus. And then take it to the top with promo 3. With preferred customers who sign up for auto ship, you will receive 20%. They will receive 20% discount on their product purchases, plus get shipping from March 31st. Be sure to share this good news with prospects today. This is fantastic because when you do 3 of these, you get a $100 Relive product credit, and that's really cool as well. And I didn't update that slide. I'm sorry, Jen. So why quick start? This was something I loved when I was first looking at Relive, and I think it's something that we should share every time that we share Relive. You save 25%, which is $125. There's no shipping now. So there you're saving another $25. So you basically saved $150. Discounted distributor fee, you're now saving another $20. Fantastic. You've now saved more than $170. And that's a great thing to keep in mind for people that either want to save money or they want to start making money quickly. Same goes for why go master affiliate. This is where you get the most earnings and profit. You get 35 to 40% savings profit for the rest of your life. That's $3,250 for $5,000 worth of product. I saw this 12 years ago, and I was like, $1,750 with a 54% return on my investment. This is where I need to be. And many of you have heard this before, but I watched DuckTales as a kid, and Scrooge McDuck's taught smarter, not harder. And I had this realization that master affiliate was where I was going to get the most return on my efforts. And so I realized that was the best place for me to be in the business. I didn't really know how I was going to get there, but I recognized that I needed to get there because it was either I would do it through working my way up and selling lots of product and helping lots of people, or I could find a way to purchase that $3,250 order. And I actually found a Capital One credit card with a ridiculously high APR and purchased that master affiliate order. And it was a fantastic thing. Like, it seemed a little bit ridiculous to my friends at the time, but now I look back and it was one of the best investments I've ever made. You do get a tax write-off for home-based business with that. You get a free shipping on that master affiliate order, and you get a 100% guarantee for a year on your unopened product. So it can all sit in the corner and you can send it back and you get your money back if this turns out to be something that's not for you. Then you can earn a trip to Hawaii. And this is absolutely fantastic. We are still working for this, and we're getting our points slowly trickling up. And I think we've got a fairly decent chance at it with what we've got in the works. And last year, Relive sent a bunch of distributors to Hawaii, and they had the time of their lives. And Jen, can I I don't know if you're actually in a quiet place or not, and I'm kind of pulling an audible, but Jen, are you still on the call? And if so, could you unmute? And you can just interrupt me whenever you want. And would you share your favorite part about going to Hawaii as I continue on to how to get to Hawaii? And if you don't make it, that's fine too. So you accumulate points the following way. You get new auto ship customers, 2 points. Quick start customer or quick starts, you get 2 points. Break a pushed MA, you get 4 points. Break a new master affiliate, you get 8 points. If you become a master affiliate, 10 points. If you advance on the road to PD, which you can go through with your upline, that's an extra 15 points. First level trip qualifier bonus, go 15 points. And then if you advance to ambassador, that's a 25-point bump as well. And so really what you do is you work your way through this. And as you get a new quick start, then you add an extra 2 points. And they've got a fun little tool on the website that you can download. And then you can also use the app, which I like better. And you can see how many points you are as you build this business. And really the way you get to Hawaii is you help people. And as you help more people and as you build your business, that is what gets you to Hawaii. And I can tell you from the trips we've been on to Cancun and Jamaica, one, you're going with incredible people when you go on one of these trips. They are so much fun and they're all there to have fun. And they all got there by helping people. Like, it's really good to hang out with people who have hearts for helping other people, because you tend to just all have fun naturally because you're just wired that way. And then Relive spoils you rotten as well. And yes, it is. Christina says in the chat, a Relive trip is a life-changing experience. Relive spoils you rotten. It's the best food, it's the best entertainment, and it's the best accommodations. And we were actually absolutely loving this. And I will flat out tell you, I'm more of a historical architectural kind of guy for traveling. And I have had zero inclination in my life to ever go hang out on the beach. I live 15 minutes from the beach, and I it's just not something that's on my priority list. But I absolutely loved hanging out on the beach with Relive friends and the corporate team that went along as well. And that's why we're working on it again. It's just one of those things. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you accumulate 70 points, you qualify for 4 nights. 80 points, you qualify for 5 nights. 90 points, you qualify for 5 nights and $1,000. Very cool. And then 100 points, you earn an additional $1,000 as well. I don't know what happens beyond that. Probably nothing additional, but I know some people are doing it. But I tell you, you've got a month and a half to qualify for this trip still. And if you can make it happen, I mean, if you choose to make it happen, you can make it happen. And this really is digging in and working towards that success. And really, this is kind of where I was coming from as I was looking at our focus for today, which is successful traits of successful people. And this quote popped out at me, and it says, "Some people dream of success while others wake up and work." I'm gonna let that sink in a little bit as I drink some water because I have a frog in my throat. But some people dream of success while others wake up and work. And that's really been something the last year or so I've really been focusing on, is what are the habits and the traits of successful people. And so we'll go through those real quick. They have aspiration. They want to aspire to achieve something more. There's clear-cut goals. They're not vague. A good example would be a vague goal would be, I want to be rich someday, or I want to change the world. A clear-cut goal instead would be like, I want to make this specific amount per month by this specific day. Or maybe if it's, I want to change the world, it's, I want to feed 100 extra kids with the Relive Cologres Foundation by June 25th of 2021 with my Relive business. It's a very specific and measurable things. They have a timeline. And what this does is this helps motivate because, you know, it's like needing to get your homework done, but it's fun. But it gives you that timeline of like, oh, I need to get this done. Success is defined. You know, hey, I succeeded at this. Oh, didn't quite make it. This is something I do all the time. I love knowing, like, every month, Lauren and I have a goal that we set for the month. And part of it is we look at what our schedule is going to be. Part of it is what we want to do. Maybe like right now, it's about the trip. And so we set this goal of like, hey, we want to hit this volume number. We want to hit this many quick starts. Like we had a goal in May to hit those 3 quick starts, and it happened. And then goals are broken down into action steps once you know where it is that you're going, and then you can divide it up into the places that you're getting. But you have to aspire to something bigger than where you are. It's not about staying on the same path and being comfortable there. It's about thinking of something bigger that excites you and stretches you a little bit. Successful traits of successful people, number 2, they have a drive. We call it a why quite often in Relive. Goals aren't just set, but are chased after. It's that in your gut thing that you just go after because you are so motivated by what that is. And you get up earlier in the morning and you stay up later at night, and you hear these stories of people, at the end of the month, I was almost there. And Roger shared it last week where it was 10:30 at night. And I think he was, if I remember correctly, he was calling Jen and saying, hey, I've got this, what else can we do for the end of the month to end it strong? But it's that drive, and you just keep going longer, harder, further than everybody else. And this is also the thing that helps you get through the challenges, because you know that your why is bigger than your why not. You know that goal is going to be something that's so worth it that it doesn't matter. You're not going to stop. And these people really want to achieve their goals and believe they're going to do so. They know the goal, and it's so ingrained in what they're thinking about. They're focusing on it so much that that becomes a focus, as opposed to any feelings of, well, I'm not entirely sure I can do it. And that doesn't even become a question, because it's not a matter of can I do it? It's I'm going to do it. And that's a really big way to think, and a different way to think than a lot of people do. And with Relive, we are set for that kind of thinking. Successful traits of successful people, number 3, they're teachable. Successful people want to learn. One of the greatest things, I think, my grandfather, who's actually where Lauren's at their house, where they used to live, but Grandpa Nave always had books, and Grandpa Nave was always asking questions. So if we traveled up to, say, Alaska with Grandpa Nave, and we were in a marina with fishermen, Grandpa Nave would be asking about the nets. He'd be asking about how they use this hydraulic thing. And he would always be constantly wanting to learn. And that was something that I'm really thankful that he passed along to us kids, because now I like to have lots of books, and I like to ask questions. And he really gave us a gift with that. And he was one of the most successful people I know. They have an open mind. They're open to hearing new ideas. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to change, but they're open to thinking about new things and looking at things from a different perspective. They try to learn from every person in every situation. One of the things that stuck with me that Tom Pinnock said years and years ago is, he says, every Relive meeting, I go in with the expectation that I'm going to learn something. And he said, when I do that, it's not on the person speaking, but it's on me what I take away from it. And that stuck with me for probably 12 years now. Successful people that are teachable don't have to know it all. They can ask questions. That's, I think, a huge thing in Relive. I love that we have a business where quite often our job is to go ask questions. Oh, you're dealing with this. Let me go ask my friend Christina, whatever it is. And then every experience offers a chance to grow. When you're thinking of things from that mindset, failures aren't failures. Instead, they're a step on the path to success, because you learn from them. I can't tell you how many times we've done the exact wrong thing, whether it's shared Relive the wrong way, or given away product and like, oh yeah, they're going to take it. And then our upline were like, no, they probably won't. And they were right. But we learned things that way. And we could have either gotten discouraged and been like, oh, well, this just doesn't work. Or we can realize, hey, you know what? We have room to grow. and we do have room to grow. And that's been something that's been really exciting with Relive for us 12 years in now, is there's still room to grow. And there's people that are around you that are graceful to help you along the way. They're patient. Number 4, success takes time. I hear pretty frequently that people overestimate how much they're going to make in their first month of Relive, and they underestimate how much they're going to make over the course of their career. And really, that's something to remember, that it's the long game that we play. Patience enables persistence. When you know you're playing the long game, or slow and easy wins the race, if you want to use the tortoise and the hare analogy, you can be persistent and know that, hey, you know what? I'm not there today, but down there, that's where I'm going. Patience allows people to recognize that adversity and mistakes are on the path to payoffs, and that's very important as well. It's part of the process, and it's going to help you learn. Going back to number 3, and patience can cultivate steadiness and longevity in success and business. When you're patient, you can build the successful habits and the successful traits that are going to keep you going day after day after day, and really, that's where you can become a major world changer. And then all of that's wrapped up with discipline. Success rewards consistency. As you're consistent with things, success will follow. I remember hearing or reading a book when we first started this that basically said, if you work a home-based business for 10 years full-time and just work whatever system is there, you should be a millionaire after those 10 years. And when I first read that, I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But now looking past or back in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, if we worked this 10 years every day, full time, I think it would have been way more, because I think a lot of the businesses are not nearly as superior as Relive. And that's just something to keep in mind, is that if I'm consistent, success will follow. If I'm all these other 4 things as well. It takes discipline to be consistent. It takes a choice. It takes sacrifice to do that. But when you do it, that's what leads to really great results. It takes discipline to get results on our products too. When you think about it, we have to take them every day. We take them in the morning, we take them in the afternoon, and that's where we get the results. If we just take them once in a while, they're not nearly as effective. And most successful people have routines. Build that routine of success that's going to get you where it is that you want to go. If you have a big goal in mind, that's going to have a routine that has more things in it, most likely. The other thing that I think routines are absolutely fantastic with, especially as you're building bigger and things get busier, if you have certain routines that you can have in place, say in the morning and at night, then you don't have to think about them. They become something that almost become like muscle memory. And so then you start building muscle memory of success, and you're like, oh, well, I made my bed. There's my first routine of the morning that I don't even think about, but I did it. And I got my Relive shake, and I ate my banana, and I went for my walk around the neighborhood. And if you have those routines that you don't have to think about, then you can be thinking, freeing up your mind for bigger things, like who am I going to help get to master affiliate or key director or senior director? Who am I going to help in so many different ways that we can do with Relive? And you can focus on people as opposed to the busy work and the little chores of daily life. And then as you're doing those busy work and chores of everyday life that are in your routines, that actually frees up mind space too for you to be thinking about what you really need to be doing with the day. And so with these 5 habits, these 5 traits, if you really think about them, ask yourself the question every day, how can I incorporate these into my life? How can I incorporate them into my Relive business and my Relive goals and dreams? And then commit to them. Quila likes to say, pick a pace that you can go for 1 year and then try it for a year and see what happens. And I think that's so true, is if you can pick a pace that you can be disciplined for and work for 1 year, your business is going to grow. And really how much it grows depends on how much you put into it at that point, and how disciplined and consistent you are with all of these 5 things. And then what we have with Relive is a way to use all of those 5 things and connect them into a system that's already in place. So we don't even have to figure out what to be disciplined and consistent about. We just choose, hey, I'm going to do this, and this is the speed I'm going to do it at. So we have XR, which is identify, connect, share, ask, and register. And that is basically our way of doing business. It's our secret sauce, if you will. And so we throw it into a circle of success. And the key with this is taking action now. It's not waiting till Thursday or Wednesday or whatever it is. It's having daily fundamentals that keep this wheel rolling. And I like to think there was a movie that Disney put out that was, I believe, Haley Mills' first movie, and it was called Pollyanna. And I think it's the very beginning of the film. Kevin Corcoran is rolling this, it's basically a bicycle tire, and he's rolling it with a stick, and he's keeping it balanced because it keeps going. And he's running down the street, and he's rolling this bicycle wheel, and it's perfectly balanced until it stops, and then it falls over. And I really think that's what our Relive business is we keep that wheel rolling, and as we do that, our business builds momentum, and it's all based on helping other people. So the first thing we need to do is identify who are the people that we are going to help today. You want to make a list, and you want to do it right away. Have it sitting on your desk or wherever it is that you are at, but have it accessible. So that you can always be adding to it. It's a living, breathing document that you can keep like, oh, well, there's my friend Sean. I'm going to add Sean in there, or there's my friend. I don't know why I'm thinking all of my high school friends right now, but there's my friend Sarah, and you can add to that list. And you want to start it with 10 product prospects and 10 business prospects talking, but you want to start building that list and start thinking of different people. And you want to start thinking of why you think of each person. This really helps you from a mindset and a heart set, be in the right place to go out and help people. And then you want to ask yourself, who are the first 5 people I'm going to contact today? And this is really important, is be asking, who am I going to help today? And who needs to be helped today? And sometimes that involves prayer, and sometimes that involves instincts. And you always have new people to talk to. I think about today, the world which we live in. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have all of the traditional ways that we've known people, whether it's church, school, friends from your neighborhood. But there's always a way to add to your list every day if you're creative enough to find it. There's also marketing groups and networking groups. And if you want to go even further, there's social media groups. You can go on Facebook, and if you like underwater basket weaving, there's probably a group that you can go make friends with. And then it's all about identifying the people that you can help. And it's not pouncing on them, but it's really looking for them to see how you can help. Second thing we do is we connect. This is one of the most fun things I think about Relive. You review your 20 prospects or how many that you have with your upline, and the question is asked, who's first? And you work your way through it. And you like at the end of the day, it's not really what you say, it's how you say it. It's really coming with a why you thought of them, and looking at whoever's in front of you and going, how can I serve you the best? Like, what is it that will benefit you, and how can I do that? And sometimes, in fact, quite often, I've discovered through the years, the best way I can serve them is simply by sitting there and listening and asking questions and getting to know them better. Because as much as we often think we know people, we don't know what's really going on until we ask the questions, because we always get that peripheral entry level. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, it's great. We're in the middle of a quarantine, right? Yeah, it's okay. Well, how are things staying at home? They're a little bit rough. And then you can ask these questions, and they're very easy to follow up. You're just getting to know the person and in connecting with them. And that's why it's a perfect word, is you're really trying to show them their value and connect with their why. And then you can use the company tools or 3-way calls to validate what Relive could do for them potentially, and set an appointment. And that's not always on the first discussion. Like, usually for me, it's several discussions that leads to the point where I'm going from, hey, I might have something that can help you. Would you want to hear about this? And so that's next step, is sharing the Relive story. This is where you get to share your story. You get to share why you believe in Relive. You get to share what it's done for you. You get to share your heart of it. This is just where you have listened and you've shown them you care. And so then they want to hear what you have to say as well. And when you get to the point of sharing the whole Relive story, you do want to share everything that we have to offer. You want to share the products. You want to share the business. I always share the Relive Clogers Foundation as well, because that's something that has just become really important to us through the years. We have tons of tools. It does have the opportunity to book slides and videos. You can also do all of these Zoom webinars, which are absolutely fantastic and fun. And Wednesday nights are just a blast, so don't miss those. And then you can also go to relive.com/get started, which is a fantastic resource as well. And then you can introduce your upline and other Relive stories, which this is what network marketing is all about. We are building with every story and every relational connection another line in that net that's going to help prop them up and help keep that person taken care of and comfortable and safe. I like to imagine us weaving a net for a hammock as we're sharing these Relive stories and connecting people. And if we are doing our job as Relive distributors, we are creating a safe and comfortable hammock or a net for that person to be in as a new Relive customer or a new Relive distributor. And we need to make sure that we make a hammock that feels safe, that's fun, and is comfortable for these people as we're bringing them into their own Relive journey. Then you get to ask for a decision. This part's really fun too. And you want to be ready for what comes next. Ask there's the question of what did you like best or what interests you most? Sometimes I've discovered as we get through it, they're like, I want to do that before I've even got a chance to ask the decision. But then you want to have products and tools and everything that they need to get started with you so that they can get going right off the bat. If they want to become a customer or a distributor or a master affiliate, know what it's going to take for them to get where it is that they want to go. That's just another way that we can make their Relive experience that much easier and also that much more comfortable. You can be ready to help them register with forms, the online application, or using the call center at Relive Corporate, which we've been doing a lot more lately, and I really like it. And part of it's we've been working a little bit in Australia as well, and so we've had to. but there's so many tools there to help answer the question when you've asked for the decision. And they say, hey, I would like to do this. What do I need to do? Because that's really what often happens, I've discovered, is they're like, hey, I like that master affiliate thing. What do I actually have to do for that? And so then you go through it, and I like to connect them with another story at that point, or Lauren will sometimes connect them with me. It depends on what we're doing. But really, it's knowing what that next step is so that they can have success and feel comfortable about it. And then you move on to register and go. This is the part where you take action with them, and they are now climbing into that hammock, and you need to make sure that hammock is as safe and as comfortable as possible. So you're helping them with what they're going to take. You're helping them feel good about it and feel excited about it. And you do that through really connecting them with stories. The more stories, the better. And you can do stories via three-way calls. You can find them we've been doing FaceTime three-ways, which have been kind of fun. And we've been doing videos, like the videos from even the app are fantastic. But you really want to keep it simple. We're not in this to babysit anybody. We're in it to empower them. Our job is to empower people to success. And so it's working through with them like, hey, it says here, did you shake it today? But quite often, we already know they've shaked it or they've taken their first shake. And it's like, what'd you like best about it? Or maybe it's sharing ways that I used to drink mine with juice, or maybe it's with almond milk or things like that. But it's helping people get the results that they want. It's helping them also see the possibilities. So we usually do every one of these as we're quote unquote checking in. We're connecting with a new story. It's hey, my friend Christina got some fantastic results with this. You two just seem like you are two peas in a pod. We really need to get you two together. And it's getting to introduce them to your Relive friends and really build that up. And then they're getting excited about getting to meet your friends, and that's really what Relive's all about. And then throughout this whole process, as you're asking for results, you're also asking the question of who do you know. And sometimes that just comes naturally, where they're like, hey, my cousin could really use this, or we just had one where it's, oh, my parents really need to hear about this. And so then it's coming up, who do you know could benefit from these products or this business opportunity? But really, at the end of the day, these are only guidelines, and it's all about using common sense. It's all about it's really about interacting with the person in front of you, whether it's Zoom on the phone, or I guess when we can go back together in person. And then it's reacting in a way that you can help them achieve the success they want in Relive. And if you know the success they want in Relive, it becomes a whole lot easier. And so it's really investing in them relationally so that they feel comfortable sharing what their dreams and goals are with you. And so then you can help them achieve them. We got a ton of Relive tools. They're fantastic, whether it's the app, whether it's the website, whether it's brochures, you name it, videos I love in particular. I feel like they keep getting better and better, but feel free to use them. I think one other tool that really is a huge win for all of us right now is the Relive Facebook page. They've been killing it over there with live streams, with recognition, with all sorts of different things that they've been posting. And I think it's one of the best ways to stay connected with Relive right now, because it's just so easy. And so make sure to like that page. And then also you can actually make sure that you're following that page, because there is a difference. So if you go to the Relive Facebook page, one of the tabs right underneath the banner across the top will allow you to follow that. And I think it's a drop down arrow or something like that. But then you'll make sure to see all of its posts and you won't miss out. And that's just going to help you stay that much more connected. And then you can share it with new people as well. We have a Relive private Facebook group that we've had for probably 10 years or something like that. And everybody goes in the Facebook group. And then we can help people connect and know what's going on there. And you can do the same as well. Relive system, it's all about keeping new people connected with the system. It's getting them on calls like this. It's getting them on the Wednesday night webinar. It's getting them on the short and sweet call on Thursday night. But it's really all about helping them see the bigger picture of Relive, because they're going to get different pieces of that puzzle with different calls and different Zoom webinars, and then different events that will happen at some point, whatever they are, if it's virtual or whatever. But the more that you connect people with these, even the Facebook and the videos, the more of that puzzle, that's really a pretty puzzle, they're going to get to see, and they're going to connect with, and they're going to get that much more excited. So always be funneling new people into that success system. And then RLC 2020, details are coming soon, but according to Mindy Jones, it's August 28th and 29th. So I would mark those 2 days on your calendar, and registration will be coming soon, but be keeping in mind August 28th and 29th. And I'm sure Relive will confirm that officially very soon, but I trust Mindy, so I feel comfortable saying that. And you can just preemptively save that date for if and when it's actually absolutely official. And that will be a fun virtual conference that I'm really looking forward to, because there's so many things you can do virtually, one of them being bring people in from all around the world. And that's really exciting, because it opens up lots of possibilities, not only for stories and content, but just for growth. And I think this is going to be a really, really good thing for all of our businesses and for Relive at large as well. So you want to engage your team? Develop your library of stories. Be connecting. If you want to build ambassadors, it's all about building relationships. We are in the relationship business. We get to invest in people. We get to build them up, and we get to help them achieve their dreams. And that's really a good job description. You want to stay engaged, as I mentioned before, with what's going on in Relive, and you can do that so many different ways. And if you look for it, it is there. The website itself is one of the best places to stay engaged. And then you want to set goals. Go through the road to PD with your upline. and start thinking, what is it that I really want to achieve? If it's Hawaii, you work hard, you can get to Hawaii. People have done this, and it is doable. You want to stretch thinking. Like, if you're comfortable, you're probably not going anywhere. Success always takes a little bit of stretching, and it takes that consistent stretching. It's kind of like working out. And as you continue to do that, you build those muscles and you tone, and you just become that much better at what you're seeking out to achieve. And then look into your organization and think, who's going to make it to key director? How long is that going to take? And if you're not there, think, how long is it going to take me to get to key director? Set those goals, share them with somebody, write them down, and then set those traits in your life. Think of it's 5 things, and they're not super complicated, but think, hey, can I do this for a week? Great. Can I do it for another week? Great. How about a month? Great. And build on that, and build on your success, and really go after the dreams that so many of us have, that for whatever reason, whether it's life, whether it's the economy, whether it's just people aren't as awesome as people should always be. But so often we get slowed down, and in Relive, we're all about building people up. And so connect with other Relive people that you feel comfortable with, and let's go out and really make a huge difference in the world and duplicate that difference so that it keeps going further and further and further, just like dropping a big rock in a pond, and you see those ripple effects go out and out and out. So as you're doing this, every day it's asking who's next. Every day it's thinking and praying about, who can I help next, and how can I make a difference, and how can I achieve the goals that I want by helping other people achieve the goals that they want. And with that, that is our Saturday morning Relive training. Let's go out and make a fantastic difference for people, everybody. We have the tools, we have the right company with the right products and the right business, and the opportunity is now. People need Relive now more than ever, and we have the thing to help them. So let's go do it.
Thanks, Robert. Great job.
Thank you.